Hi everyone, it's the 15th of April. We had another big drop. Obviously, the escalation in the Middle East had its share on this drop, but then I think there is no further escalation, and it is less scarier than I thought in the weekend. I thought maybe we'll open with a gap down with the news of bigger war, bigger conflict in the Middle East, but things have settled down so far. But this bull market or this bull flag is holding at the moment, but things can turn very ugly very quickly if this red bull flag breaks to the downside. So the green internal support was broken, remember? It broke down. Well, it wasn't broken, but I was thinking maybe we're going to get to that red top band, clear this red resistance, and I had another bull flag formation about here. Remember, it was something like this, another potential bull flag with the bottom band a bit different, but then it didn't even break that red resistance and it came down, it touched the red bottom band. So this here is a textbook bull flag with 3 touches on the top, 2 touches on its bottom band. What bulls have to do today or latest tomorrow would be, there are 2 scenarios here. We may see another touch on that red bottom band. That would be the third and final touch, and go and break that blue resistance, get to the red and break it to the upside. But of course, if we come to the red, bounce, and then break that red one, that is going to open the way for a much deeper pullback. So we have to get ready for that. That would target that green bottom band. So we got to watch out very carefully for this red bull flag invalidation. So if it gets invalidated by breaking the red bottom band, that is going to turn things ugly. I'm going to talk about that on NASDAQ. It would be even more clearer there. You can see SPX cash, is off the blue bottom band. So this is here a speculative channel. And the speculation comes from the blue bottom band. This is the low of October, the blue top band, the blue internal support. And more importantly, the golden bull flag is the same as the red one on the ES. So maybe we should also change the color to that one, same red, and we can change this one to golden. And the break of that golden major support was obviously not very good. And I thought it is going to break back above it for the bull market to continue, but actually the back test held. Even if it made a new high, it sold off again with CPI, recovered, came down. Now, what matters here is the red bull flag and obviously the blue support as well. That blue support may get broken, but if that red one breaks as well, that's going to turn things ugly. For bulls to give us a little bit better signal would be by breaking this green resistance. On the ES is the same. It's the blue resistance here with 3 touches. And of course, if it breaks back above that green broken support, so anything above 5,220, 225 is going to look very positive today. Okay, if it really pushes and breaks this blue resistance. On the SPX, the green resistance has to be broken today. That's going to be around 5,170, 75. Is it going to get there and break it? That remains to be seen. We have to stay vigilant here. Dow Jones had sold off much worse than ES and NASDAQ. It came down to almost touch that golden bottom band, very close to that, but it didn't touch that golden bottom band. This blue internal support didn't even hold during the sell-off on Friday. And you can see the entire blue support, that blue support break and its back test, the green one. And if we put some other support levels here, that maybe this green support together with the blue, we'll have to watch out very carefully. If this blue support together with the green hold, then I think we will see a big rally starting imminently. So that remains to be seen. This correction, I mean, it still looks like a very orderly correction to me. It's not really a big sell-off, as you can see. It's lower lows, but it's not really a kind of a panicky sell-off so far. Dow Jones cash, similar story. The green internal support is broken, and it's getting back tested almost there. But if it comes down to touch that green bottom band, this is in internal support. And of course, if they all break, then the green very bottom band, that's going to be the next major support. I can remove, I think we can hold on to this like this, right? This blue and green. It may come down all the way to this green, blue, and golden support levels, but it's way down. It's another 1,000 points drop for Dow Jones to get there. Is it going to get there, or is it going to start a rally from maybe around 37,750 or so? The golden one, again, is not really a bull flag because the bottom band hasn't been tested properly. I wish it did, so we could call it a potential bull flag, but so far, nothing really. I think we have to watch NASDAQ to give us a better resolution to this. The green internal support was broken and it was back tested countless times, really. Look at this. That green broken support, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many touches on that, and it's a major resistance right there. But so far, we haven't really broken out. The blue resistance rail, that was failed. I mean, this was a big failure, right? This was the original blue resistance that I've been showing. It broke it, but then the green one didn't really let pass, and it came down. So we just have to remove a little bit here to say maybe this is the real blue resistance. But yes, I'm making up a line there right now because this was the original one. Okay, and I thought this is now breaking, and it is breaking the green resistance as well, but failed big time. So is the golden support gonna keep holding? That is a very big one, right? If this golden support gets defended and we break that blue resistance for good, there is still hope for NASDAQ to push. So this here is a futures data, obviously. And unless it breaks, I mean, if it breaks this golden support, okay, then it opens the way for a much deeper pullback all the way to that blue plus green major double support around 17,620 or so. That would be, I mean, if we break this golden support, it becomes a short entry actually, right? The level for that on the futures is going to be 18,125 if it breaks it. And then the target would be, as I said, 17,600, 650. But is it going to do that? That remains to be seen. Price action trumps everything. On the NASDAQ cash, it would be also very visible that we are going down big time if it breaks this golden and red supports. Okay, they are very, very critical here. And if it does, then the green bottom band, obviously that green bottom band is still a major potential support. So NASDAQ is holding. NASDAQ is holding. And this is I think the only one that is very clearly still bullish. But things may turn very sour, very ugly if NASDAQ breaks the red and golden supports. And the level would be below 17,870 or so. on the cash, NASDAQ cash. Russell is holding on with dear life. That red bull flag, the red bottom band rail is still on. But there is no real action to get to the red and break it to the upside either. So is it going to stay inside the red, come down to the green bottom band, and then rally? That also, again, remains to be seen. FTSE has touched that red top band, 1, 2, 3. You can see 8,050. That was my target since the break of that black resistance, and it got there. It's now holding, and this here is now the third touch on that major resistance. This is the high of 2018, 2023, and this is maybe signaling a major reversal for FTSE. So we got to be careful there. DAX is the only one that is looking much more bullish than the others, and the reason is very clear. The golden top band, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth touch on that golden bull flag. 1, 2, 3 touches on its bottom band. This was the double support here. Now, if it breaks the golden, it's trying now. Maybe get to the purple top band, pull back a little bit, and the break to the upside. This could be a spin-off channel here. If it touches that gold purple, pull back, and the break to the upside, that will be very bullish, really. So maybe DAX is going to give us the signal that bulls are back on. TLT tested that blue support, almost broke it, but then it is still inside the blue. But I think the ZN, the 10-year note, is giving us a bit better signal for the bonds, and the blue support is still on, and you can see this is a bull flag. Obviously, it has to get to the blue top band and break it to the upside for a rally. So that's, again, bonds are inside this little bull flag and the larger green bull flag broken. So I think it's still looking bullish inside this gigantic, this is the 10-year note, reminding you, this is the very large red sideways channel that is originating from the year 2000. All right, let's have a look at oil now. Oil disappointed because what I'm saying is it's not really entirely, it hasn't really disappointed for definitely, because the golden broken resistance hasn't really, it's still getting back tested. Very, very choppy, as you know, as you can see. The red top band was broken, back tested. It's back testing. It's been back tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last one. This is actually the very, very last option for a rally on oil. The green top band, the green bottom band has been tested 4 times, okay? And if we see a rally to the green top band, and we may really do rally to that green top band, there is a very good chance that we will see a touch on the green and break it to the upside. On the Brent oil, it's a bit more bullish. And the reason is that the green support rail, that bottom band, is still holding. The golden bottom band was not tested yet. So the golden channel is a little bull flag, right? 2 touches on both sides. We have this red uptrend and the broken blue resistance. So this is looking cautiously bullish. It became very bullish at the blue support and the green back in December. And the golden channel was broken and back tested, and we rallied and we moved beyond this golden resistance zone and the blue resistance. We got to the red top band. For the red top band to break, you can see it. We did a touch on that red, okay, last week, but now it really has to get to the golden top band, push, and again, smash through that golden and red, which is going to be around 93. If Brent breaks 93, then it's open skies above, because then, yes, this red uptrend or potential bear flag would be invalidated and would be broken to the upside, which I've been showing it for some time. What could turn very ugly for oil would be break of this golden and green supports. Anything below 89 would look bearish, obviously. And on the US oil, if we break the overnight lows, I mean, this is obviously a little bit, this is very spiky here, but it's still inside the green. Yeah, this is not the ideal charting here, but the green bottom band, even though with a spike down, it's still holding. And anything below 84.30 would look like it wants to break the screen, and then I think we'll have more downside. Natural gas, I think it didn't really bounce off the golden bottom band. Last chance would be another golden bottom band. So that golden bottom band didn't really become a support. But if we look at it this way, there may be one more option for a bear flag right here. Okay, so that's two touches, a potential support at the golden bottom band. And if we get bounce off the golden bottom band, we get to the green. This is continuous futures chart, okay? NGC1. So if it touches the golden bottom band, we get to the green and then come down, then I think it's going to be still targeting 1.3. Same story on the May contract. May contract is a little bit different. The black bottom band is holding, so we may get a real push to the black top band, to the green, even like something like this. And round two, that green resistance together with the black, then we come down. And the red and green were not tested together. I was hoping that we get a touch last week on that 2.1 red plus green and then come down, but that didn't happen. So there is still major overhead resistance for natural gas. So it's really not out of the woods yet. This is gold, and gold has just broken. I mean, during last week's high, this is a very big spike down. It didn't get all the way to the green top band. That was my hope, really. But it couldn't break that green internal resistance, and it has now broken that green bottom band. Are we now coming down? Are we now crashing? I don't think so. We will have to watch out for another one here, and it's this one. So look, if we make another, right, this golden bottom band, I'm going to remove this golden bull flag. That job is done. Okay, so the veg was broken, then the red bottom band held, then the red top band was broken, if you all remember the previous charts. Now what we have here is the golden bottom potential support. If we come here, I think gold is going to rally, and this is where it started. This is where this leg has started. Okay, so we'll have to watch out for that golden bottom band, which is going to be around 23.40, 23.38 or so. This is spot chart, of course. So if we see a touch, then we're going to see a big rally starting there. This is silver. It's again, this green uptrend was broken to the upside, and it's still holding there. So you can see, but what matters here for us, okay, I'm still holding the half long of silver. This golden resistance zone from the highs of 2020 and 21, where it was tested, and that zone is holding. I thought we're going to break through 30, but so far we haven't. I'm going to remove the green, but I think what we have here is the red one here. If this red bottom band gets tested, we still rally, and big time. So this is where this leg has started. Okay, and the break of the blue major resistance is still looking very bullish, obviously. Okay, but my original very important purple top band on the futures hasn't been tested. Okay, it may get tested just around 30.25, 30.30. That's for the futures data is going to be a very important resistance or potential resistance. If silver touches that, we may see a big dive, guys. So got to be careful there when it gets there. Platinum disappoints big time, and the reason is that green, okay, that green channel was broken, right? Not the best of breakouts, but it was broken. More importantly, the red top band was broken, right? The red major resistance, like that red resistance, right? Top band, bottom band, right? Okay, bottom band, top band, broken. The backtest didn't hold. The backtest of the blue broken bull flag didn't hold. Now it's kind of like break trying to push back inside the green channel. I don't think it's going to break back in. This is probably like some stop hunts going on. And I think that green major broken channel is going to hold here, and we're going to see the push continuing. It's more visible on the continuous platinum chart. That green top band is holding, the green support is holding, so we should see more upside. Here is copper. Copper tested those golden resistance right there, and it's red now. So at 440, it tested that initial golden resistance right there, okay? And maybe we all push all the way to 450, but then it's going to be very critical what it's going to do there. Palladium, last commodity, is trying to stay out of this red broken channel. So, and it's been trying to break that blue resistance. So it's a little bit tricky here. It really has to stay outside of the red, and it has to push and get to that green top band. Now, do we have, so we have euro now. So let's switch to Forex. The golden support rail is holding, and we probably, it's a hard read. I think the target is still that green bottom band. Okay, ultimately. So if it gets to the blue broken support, we may still sell off all the way to the green bottom band. Things have changed very bullish for US dollar. And this is purple, oh, excuse me, this is pound sterling, right? Right, this red support was broken last week, and this golden zone is broken too. So this is very important and quite a bearish scenario here, because major supports have been broken. But we have this red bottom band, even though it's kind of damaged, it manages to hold. And are we going to see a back test and then come down? That's the major question. US dollar, Japanese yen from the CPI spike up. Oops, just a second. I had mentioned about the breakout here. This is CPI spike up. The blue resistance was broken. The green bottom band held. So I'm going to switch to the 2 hourly to show you how that green bottom band held. I showed it at your last video that this green bottom band may hold, and to see a push, you can see the blue resistance is broken, and we are at 154. Since the break of 153, we are already at, so this was 152, sorry, not 54, 51, 53, it's 52 that was broken. Actually, the signal was 151.93, right, from the previous videos. Let's say 52, it's already up 200 pips on US dollar, Japanese yen. Now, DXY is backtesting the red broken channel right here. Is it going to go all the way to the golden top band? That's the main question. US dollar, Aussie dollar, even though it failed the break out of the green bull flag, it just came to the green bottom band and managed to bounce a little bit. Obviously, the question is now, it's basically back at the February lows as well. Is it going to get to the green top band and rally? Unlikely, but yeah, that remains to be seen. So now the green support is coming for Kiwi. Let's see if this green support holds and we see a rally. That's the major support coming our way on the Kiwi. Let's have a look at now agriculturals. Coffee had broken the green resistance. Is it at the support resistance level? So I just want to have kind of a major resistance here. Well, it just got tested, I think. Wow, okay. That's the red top band, right? So it got very close to the red top band, very close. But we may get a touch on that red, and then we may see a pullback for coffee. Wheat is very disappointing. The break of the green resistance, the golden, the blue, they haven't been broken. If it breaks the blue and golden, then I think wheat may come down. Very disappointing. I was hoping that break of the green and the blue we'll get beyond 575, but no, not really. Soybeans has to break out of this red bull flag. 1, 2 touches on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the bottom. We really have to break out of the red bull flag to really keep going. But so far, no real push. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. If soybeans breaks 177, 178, sorry, 1178, that's going to look very bullish. Corn is trying to break out of the red and the blue resistance break. I think the blue resistance break at 437, 438 is going to start to rally all the way to 450. Wow, 11,000 on cocoa. That is astonishing. That's really astonishing. There is no push, no pullback whatsoever. Green, green, green all the way. But if it does break, come down to that golden support at some point, that's going to be a buy signal. Sugar is looking very bearish now. Okay, this is continuous sugar chart. I gave you the golden top band as a potential resistance. Remember, back in last year, end of last year, 27.50, 28. And it came down. Now it's coming down for the next leg down all the way to the blue bottom band, I believe. And that's going to be around 17, 18. So because that internal blue support is broken, that blue one is broken. And the golden one, yeah, that's golden and blue. Both internal supports are being pushed for a break. And if it does break, I think minimum target is going to be around 1850. And sugar may contract after breaking down the golden bottom band and backtest. It came down hard. The red bottom band is going to be a potential support, so we'll see. Cotton is again the biggest disappointment for me. The blue resistance was broken. The golden giant bull flag was broken, but the backtest didn't hold. Things happen, right? And the green bottom band is the last hope for a cotton rally. And the green bottom band is going to be around 78.20 or so. If it gets there and rallies, yes, then maybe. All right, let's have a look now on coins. So yeah, Friday's video, I said if this blue support breaks, we're going to see it coming down to the red bottom band at 62,000. And here we are. It came down to 62,500, and it's actually touched the 61,360. The red bottom band is holding. So that was the target actually, that red bottom band. If the blue support breaks, I said, then we're going to get to the red bottom band. That is a big fall from 69 all the way to 61 or 62. That is a huge down move. which basically took down everything with it, really. If you have noticed, everything was down on Friday because when Bitcoin drops, that's what happens. Ethereum smashed through that blue potential support. That is not really a support or a potential support at all. Even the red bottom band didn't really hold. That was a gigantic drop. Now it's trying to go above it. I don't think this red one means anything now. Last chance, and it was really, I mean, it came very close to it, is this red bull flag. And if we look at the daily chart, right, this daily chart, yeah, since the break of the green and golden, we got to the black top band. Now it's correcting. So it may be forming this red bull flag, or maybe we may even argue that the red bottom band got tested. Now, very spiky, I don't know. Zcash, very bad. It's horrible because it went straight back into the red broken channel. That was really bad. Without breaking that blue resistance, it's straight back in, and it touched the lows, multi-decade or multi-year lows again. So horrible action, really. Dogecoin couldn't stay outside of the golden channel. It broke down the triangle here, and it came down hard. So hard to read now what it's trying to do. Aave again also dropped massively and broke down this golden bear flag. Okay, ACH broke down the blue support and the green, and what it does at the moment is very important. As you can see here, the red channel was broken and backtested 1, 2. This is the third major backtest, and we had a massive bounce already. Already from 20, it's already 30, so it's already up 50 from the spike of, since the spike down of Friday from 20 to 30. That's astonishing volatility, really. So is it going to move beyond 50 cents? Very, very clear break and backtest on the red. So yes, there is hope. Cardano failed to push all the way to the blue, and it came down now. And is it going to touch the blue bottom band? I mean, if it does touch the blue bottom band and the red one, then maybe there is more upside. APT had disappointed, and it's still disappointing because the red support is now broken. The blue broken bull flag is broken back. So everything was extremely emotional on Friday. Once Bitcoin sold off 10%, nothing stood that kind of test. ATA also, again, very bad action because the green resistance held and we couldn't continue pushing. Audio broke down the golden bottom band. We don't have that support. Audio has to break that red top band. Clear. Still very much needed breakout. AVAX also, like, wow, look at that. That red bull flag was broken and backtested. But when Bitcoin dived, everything else also crumbled. BMX also, look, it came down. Wow, look at that. That bull flag. Wow. Technical analysis is hopeless in the face of major scare, right? Now it's at the red resistance. I think BMX may rally if it breaks that red. And Chili's still has to break that green top band. So far, no real push. Anything above 15 cents, 16 cents is going to become a buy signal for Chili's. CKB dived, but it didn't really sell off like the others. Yes, it's in terms of percentage, really big down move, but it hasn't really broken this green support. So Coty is the best one. Coty is a buy now because I've been hoping that 110, 111 is going to be tested. look at this. The golden broken resistance is back tested, but more importantly, the green bull flag has been back tested. So it probably is going to rally and break that black resistance. Data, no real push. DYDX disappoints big time. And it has smashed through every support that I have thrown at it. Blue, red, everything. So I'm going to remove all of it really. That none of it matters right now after Friday's spike. The only thing that may matter here is this green bull flag's back test, right? So you can see here the blue one is also, but the green one, right? This back test held, and is it now going to target that golden top band, right? ENJ, again, big dive. FTM, very big action to the downside. The black support is holding and the red one, so they are both holding. So FTM is looking slightly better than all the others. Hive, no real. I mean, it tested that green support one more time, but yeah, the break of the bull flag is no more. That is really gone now. But it still has hope for the break of that green resistance. Jasmine had broken the green wedge or triangle, but then fell back below it. But it still has to push beyond those. CAS was looking bearish after the break of the green uptrend. The black or the red bottom band held, so there's still hope for this bull flag. Okay, Chainlink, very sad because this golden support was broken on Friday sell-off, but all these lows may be chances to recover, to buy big on all of these altcoins really. So this is Litecoin. The whole market was very scared, and some people bought in heavy at the low of Friday, and they have already made really good money. The red broken resistance back tested here and there, and I think Litecoin is going to keep pushing. This market is not for leveraged trading. This market is not for margin trading, not futures trading. This market is for buy and hold without stops. If you are not really ready to lose half of your gains in one day, don't trade altcoins really. So buy small because they can go 20, 30, 40 times sometimes. And that's kind of a gamble really. But the gamble sometimes is worth it. Sometimes it isn't. But I think at the moment is worth it. It's worth to gamble with these coins with the very small money that you have or you may want to put. And you may expect really big gains, reasonable gains. So Mana, as you remember, the red top band held and the blue bottom band is now broken, but the green one is not really broken. It really has to push beyond 80 to rally. Matic, very disappointing. Now it just touched that blue support. The red resistance held, the golden broken resistance. We can remove this one because it doesn't mean much anymore. The only thing that matters here is this blue support, which really held. Is it going to test that red and rally all the way to the blue top band? That's the target. OM already has been recovering off the green. You can see here, massive bounce off the green support. So OM is actually one of the best, right? The red and green, they both held at the low of Friday, and it's already pushing. PAL failed the golden bull flag, right? But it's still inside the blue support. You can see here that blue support held, and I may even argue, do we have another bull flag here? That's the question. Not really, but maybe it gets to the red top band and break it to the upside after a pullback. That will be a bull flag breakout. Pepe also came down and it touched that blue bottom band, even spiked down, but then it stayed inside the blue channel. Okay, this now is a bull flag. You can see here, big spike down, but it's still inside the blue bull flag. I had mentioned since the break and backtest of the golden resistance, right? Broken support, resistance, and I said it's going to come to the blue bottom band, and that's where we are. PYR, also I think a very speculative buy signal here, and the reason is it just backtested the golden and blue major resistances, okay, broken resistances, and it touched that red bottom band as well, and it's probably going to get to the red bottom band and break it. So this dip may be worth a lot of money. And render rook 1 2 3 4, it broke down the golden, but it bounced off the green support. Is it going to touch all the way to the red top band? That's the question, and I think it will. RSR came down hard as well. The bull flag didn't really hold, and now I think it will recover all the way to the green top band. Sandbox big down after the reversal at the green, and more down, of course, on Friday. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to remove the red one. Yeah. So it probably has to push beyond that green resistance for the rally to continue. Shiba also down move, big move to the downside. Is it inside the blue bull flag? That's the question, right? Maybe it will come down all the way, ultimately come down to the blue and then break to the upside. Solana also like failed the green bull flag. We can remove this. The red one almost held. Can remove the golden one and the red. So ultimately, it's still looking very bullish to me, Solana. And theta broken back into the red, but is there another uptrend forming here? Right, that red bottom band is holding at the moment here. That red bottom band is holding. That's perfect uptrend now on theta. That is a really nice channel to the upside. I think theta is a buy here. With T has backtested the green broken resistance, so I think it may push. White is inside the green, and this is the red resistance and support. It's still inside it, so XLM, no luck so far. I don't have much to add. Monero spiked down and touched that green and red supports together one more time. And now Monero really has to push and break this red resistance. Okay, I can make it golden to make a distinction. Okay, so it's out of the golden, backtest to the green bottom band. So now it's time to push to the green top band and break it. Monero will come back, I believe. And Ripple also looked very bad, as you can see. This long-term blue support is holding the red, but it's very big spike down on Friday. So I think they are going to recover. Tezos, bad because of the golden supports break. And GRT just backtested the red broken channel or bull flag, and I think there is a good chance that it's going to start to rally from here. This is GRT's beautiful bull flag backtest. Sui, not really, and this is it really. Polkadot has just backtested the green broken channel, and it really has to push and go beyond that blue top band and more. All right, guys. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.